Vitayo, welcome to the Black Zone Diaries. Today I'm going to show you how I got tier 8 in Gathering Stones in just 4 days. I did this in Asian server a few months ago, and it was easier back in the time because Asia server, I believe they have less people. Now I play on Europe server and I'm doing this again, so I have good tips for you. And this was done by playing from 10 to 14 hours a day for 4 days. Before we start, I have a tip that will help you in this initial stage. So I would suggest you to get 2 mounts at first, one for traveling and one for gathering. For traveling, I suggest Owl or Dire Wolf. You're going to use this until you have your path set or your spot set. And for gathering, I prefer Salamander, but you can use many others that add weight to your character. This will save you some time. Okay, first step, go to Mark Lock, buy 2 tier 2 stone hammers, pork pie, 30 novice empty stonecutter journals. This is very important to increase your silver gain. And then go to Mace Null. If you have a good weapon with good specs and can kill mobs in less than 4 seconds, focus on gathering from mobs. Make a path and focus on gathering from mobs because the time to gather from them, it's like gathering from a tier 2. If you kill a mob tier 3, it's like gathering from tier 2. So it's always better to farm from mobs because they're going to give you more fame in less time. If you don't have a good weapon and cannot kill the group of mobs in less than 4 seconds, then go straight for the nodes. Do this until you reach level 3, then go back and get better hammers. With 2 hammers tier 3, go back to the same spots, keep doing this until you hit tier 4. Once you hit tier 4, go to the city. And now you will buy Avalonian Hammer tier 4 and Gathering Gear and go roam around the map to look for blue or purple resources in tier 4 blue zone. Once you find one blue or purple, you will start mapping resources around you and trace a path where you will repeat over and over until this resource disappears. You can draw your map using a print screen button if you're on Windows 11, or just keep it in your head. That's how I usually do, like keep it saved in your head. And you're gonna do this until you hit level 5. Now that you hit tier 5, you have new possibilities. You can continue what you were doing so far, or you can take more risk and go either open world black zone or Avalon. For Avalon, you will need a good sustain weapon. I suggest Nature Staff. In this case, you should bring a cheap secondary set for killing the special resource mobs and the main gathering set also. And bring tier 8 gathering potions to earn more fame and do it quicker. Once you land in the Ava roads, you should look for stone or ore markers in the map, since ore camps also spawn stones. If you don't see anything, move to the next map. This method is more gambling than consistency. Sometimes you will be able to make absurd amount of gathering fame and silver, and sometimes not so much. But in general, I prefer doing this method when playing solo. And also, don't forget the journals. They are very important here as well. For open world black zone, I suggest you have a hideout in at least a region quality 4. And the trick here is to transport like a bunch of tools and sets, gathering sets at once through an Avalon road. And after you have many spare sets available stashed in the hideout, you can start farming. But be aware, even with a guild, you will die more often here because there's always gankers in open world. But the fame buff really pays off. Even though you die sometimes, it's okay. You die, you re-gear, and you go again. And gankers, they don't stay in the same map for too long, so it's okay. You just have to be like, okay, I don't mind dying. The focus here is mastering fame, how much fame I can make. If that's your goal and you don't care about the silver and dying, then you're good to go. I would say this is the best way to fame farm gathering fame. Also, if you're gathering in the black zones, you might come across these big bosses and you can kill them with 3 people, sometimes 2 depending on the gear. And you can gather from them insane amounts of resources. And you gather 5 shards at once every time, and the fame is 5 times the normal fame. If you really don't want to risk or just want to chill, then yellow and blue zones pathing is the best way to level your gathering, like we were doing in the first steps. It's good that you can also wear good gear and make some small amount of silver guaranteed income. In the black zone and Avalon, it's not guaranteed. Sometimes you play an hour and you lose, and sometimes you make insane amount of money. So it really depends how you're feeling or what's your vibe and what you want to do. In my opinion, the most effective way of doing everything in this game is with a guild or a group. So maybe consider that. Albion is mainly a team-based game, and that's the heart of an MMO. Thank you for watching. If you liked it and want to see more Albion content, please subscribe and follow me on Twitch. The link is in the screen. Bye bye. Дякую. До побачення.